Oh God. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. Hi everybody, how you doing? Happy wild Saturday night. Don't worry, I'm gonna turn off. I'm gonna take off my glasses so you won't see the ring light. It's a weird time. It's summer, so it's still light out, but it's also whatever it is, 8 something p.m. and there might be a thunderstorm coming. Anyway, I digress. How we doing? All right, so we're here for our Saturday Night Live. I am going to do my nighttime routine, which is coinciding with our summer sale. I'm going to talk through the products I'm using, why I'm using them, why you might use them, why you might not use them, and we'll get to it. Hi Lexi, how you doing? Allie, the crew is here. Yes, so I feel like whenever I'm on YouTube, I'm doing a routine, obviously. And I feel like for the most part, I talk about why I'm doing it. I feel that I have a similar but very specific routine and very specific reason why I'm using the products right now. So we are working on a new retinol, which I've now been using for 4 weeks, basically almost to the day 4 weeks, and have been using it 3 times a week, which is a lot for me. It is a moderate strength retinol. It's not in oil form. However, I push my skin with it and I'm doing great with it, which makes me really happy. And I'm doing that on purpose to see how I'm doing. However, I'm a little sensitive. There's no peeling. There's a little bit of pink, but I can feel the spiciness in there. So with 3 times a week, I've been doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, which means Saturday and Sunday is like hydration, sort of normal routine. However, this Saturday, I feel like we need soothing. I was potentially going to do Mandelic exfoliating mask. I am not. We are going to do after show sensitive. I have so many random bottles here, followed by Hydrate facial serum, followed by, I know, Antioxidant treatment emulsion to come in October, followed by performance cream. I'm gonna talk about why I'm using them, why I'm just using one, etc., etc. So, first things first, if you have any questions as this goes on, please ask them below. If I don't get to them right away, I will get to them at the end. Also, cleansing at this setup is a little bumpy, so bear with. Exactly, Lexi, it's the easiest, right? Monday, Wednesday, Friday. At first, I was going to keep doing every other day and not have the 2 weekend reset days. So do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then like Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. And I was like, oh my God, I can't do it. I can't keep up with it. Anyway, something I've seen recently, which as we know, everything is frickin' marketing, but is we've gone from nobody has time for a double cleanse. We need to create a cleanser that's a single step cleanser. Every cleanser is a single step cleanser. It depends on how much you're using. It depends on what you're wearing, what the cleanser is. Like, settle down. Really? A single step cleanser? Every cleanser is a single step cleanser. Anyway. Now that the glasses are off, I might be like trying to read your question. Also, when I talked about sensitivity, you might be able to see, like I have a little thing here. So I don't get purging, but I get sort of the bit of texture, not really breakouts, not really congestion, but my skin can get fiery if I push it. I'm not really breaking down the barrier, but it's really a fine line of being like, I was here, which is a good spot yesterday, and now I feel like I'm like here. I was just trying to bring it back to here. Anyway, so on that one-step cleanse, whilst I have SPF on, I only have 1 layer of SPF on today. I was not outside much because it's so freaking hot. I don't have bronzer on, I don't have makeup on, I don't have any of that on. We are going with, and yes, it's the Caroline version from the Hall of Fame kit, but is the After Show Treatment Cleanser for sensitive skin, removed with a warm, wet washcloth. Ample amount of this massaged in, warm, wet washcloth, removing it. One-step cleanser. All of a sudden, this product that I've talked about being a double cleanse and your first cleanse is now a one-step cleanser. Can we just stop it with the marketing? I'm done. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry, I'm getting questions. No questions. Anyway, after show sensitive. I really warm this cleanser up. That way you get more bang for your buck, you get more spreadability, you can really work it in. So with my use of retinol, you've already seen it, and the amount of massage I'm gonna do, you're gonna see that pink come up in my skin. That is certainly not something I am looking for. I know sometimes people will do videos and be like, you wanna see that pinkening of the skin, you really wanna see that circulation. Not this easy. For what I just did right there, I don't want that pink that quick. However, that can be a potential side effect of regular retinol usage. So here we are. And this has not been, in the summer, after show sensitive treatment cleanser, whilst I love it, has not been my summertime cleanse, even with SPF. It has been a double matinee cream nighttime routine for me and matinee cream in the morning. But because I am feeling a little bit of that spice in my skin, I wanted something that was sensitive. I wanted something that was great for sensitive skin and soothing. Matinee Cream Cleanser also checks that box, but that was also a little bit nourishing and really had no surfactants. It was very, very gentle. I could spend time massaging and breaking things down. And also because I wanted to tease you with something we're coming out with for our 10th anniversary. Can you see? So I am addicted to black licorice. And I just stuck out my tongue and realized that it maybe looks a little weird. But after dinner, black licorice was my dessert of choice tonight. As you notice, as I'm massaging this in, I'm massaging it in, but you don't have to really spend, you don't have to spend 20 minutes up here. You can do all of this. I love this. It feels great. I do it in my facials. Little zigzags. But it's just about movement. As you know, I've talked about tons of times, massage the product into your skin. You don't have to have a pattern. Just, well, it's also not going to be a huge issue. I just want to pull down on your face. It's not going to fully change the gravity, but just massage it in, get things moving. I like to really work over, like feeling a bit of texture here. So whether it's texture, congestion, give a little extra love, a little extra nourishment. Alrighty, so now, this is a prototype, but I don't know if you remember, but for years we had the most beautiful microfiber cloth, and then COVID came and our manufacturer switched to PPP, you know, masks and hazmat stuff and things like that, and they just weren't doing the cloth that we wanted them to do. And we had trouble finding another manufacturer. And I spent a ton of time finding a manufacturer that would make things in our specifications and our minimums and yada, yada, yada. And we finally found it. And I say this is a prototype because I'm gonna hold it up. We're making one that is much bigger than that. Not much bigger, but big where it can really cover your face and neck and you can really get in there. It's going to have this little hangy loop. We'll have our little Jordan Samuel skin tag. It's going to come in a 2-pack with a little Jordan Samuel skin Ziploc bag. I'm so excited. But microfiber works like a magnet. I'm sure you've seen all those microfiber sponges that, you know, you don't need a cleanser. You can just remove your makeup with a sponge. It's sort of true because microfiber does really act like that magnet for dirt, oil, and grime. So when pairing it with something like the after show or the aftershow for sensitive skin. It's great because it completely lifts up the formula itself has melted down your SPF, your dirt, your oil, your grime, the cloth. The cloth has acted like a magnet, lifted up the formula, lifted up the SPF, the dirt, oil, and the grime, swept everything away without scratching or irritating your skin. My skin feels so good right now. There's absolutely no residue. I'm so excited for this to be back out. I'm so excited to have a designated manufacturer for this. I forget the exact size of what this will be, so I'm not going to tell you here, but it's bigger than what I'm dealing with right now. Anyway, no residue, clean, not irritated, not too pink, even after all that massage and removal with the washcloth. Okay, so now don't get annoyed with me now. I'm saying that because I'm just going to show you. This is performance cream. This is not, this is performance cream in here. I have this because we constantly trial different packaging. However, when we have a new run or a new batch, like every time there's a new run of performance cream at our manufacturer, when we have to okay it, we get an 8-ounce glass jug of it. I play with texture, scent, etc. to make sure it's to my liking before I sign off, before we fill the bottles. Because then I'm left with this glass jar, 8 ounces of performance cream. I put it in certain things. So you're gonna see that in here. And then the other thing is annoying is I'm going in with Hydrate facial serum in the new formula, in the new packaging. TBD on launch date, but you were seeing it here, maybe not first, but. So I'm going in with Hydrate facial serum on my freshly cleansed skin. And no, I'm just gonna do one layer of this. So for people that are nervous about the Hydrate reformulation, we reformulated this. Well, the reason we reformulated in the first place was two main reasons. I wanted to change the packaging. Anytime you change the packaging, you have to go through challenge and stability and compatibility testing, which takes time and money. And so it's like, well, if we're going to change something, now we're doing it. And there were two ingredients in the original formula that people got very confused with. Gluconolactone is a PHA. It is also humectant, and it can also be used as a preservative. All of those variables depend on percentage, depend on pH of the product, etc. In our formula, gluconolactone is part of the preservative system. So people thought it was this PHA serum. It was not. Separately, vitamin C. People thought it was a vitamin C serum because it had a touch of vitamin C from sodium ascorbyl phosphate. Lovely, great antioxidant, but it was not a vitamin C replacement. So those things, the results you were getting from Hydrate facial serum were not from those two things. So I thought, why not minimize confusion, remove those, add in all the good stuff, and change the packaging. So it's going to be in a 35 ml size. It's a airless pump bottle. Change the preservative system, which obviously took care of the one ingredient while we removed the other ingredient. Everything else we did was cut into the water content. So there's more aloe, there's 2 soothing ingredients added. Everything else is the same. Your cucumber, your tamarind, your glycerin, your large molecular weight sodium hyaluronate, the hexapeptides, that is all the same suppliers, same percentage, same everything. So it's more soothing, more hydrating. There's another hydrating ingredient we added in. I'm saving that until we launch it. But that's all that's on my freshly cleansed skin right now, and I actually feel really comfortable. But I know this is not out till October. Antioxidant treatment emulsion. So the reason I went in with Hydrate facial serum is, to me, it's a 365 serum. However, when I'm sensitive, and especially this new formula with those ingredients that will help to hydrate and plump and soothe, but in this New York heat and humidity, not overnourish the skin, Hydrate serum, absolutely a must. Regardless of the moisturizer I'm using, I could have potentially popped it into the moisturizer, but I just wanted it directly on my skin after cleansing. Now, antioxidant treatment emulsion. It is going to be an AM and PM. Don't let the antioxidant aspect make you think it is just going to be for AM. I'm not going to go too much into it now, but because of great skin tone evening benefits, because of great barrier building, barrier strengthening ingredients, because of the peptide, and other great ingredients, I'm going in with this now based on my skin being a little bit spicy from my retinol use. I'm doing like a pump and a touch of this gorgeousness. I know you're probably watching this being like, this is annoying, this is not coming out to October. But can we also talk about the fact that it's almost mid-July? So this is less than 3 months away at this point. What? So it seems annoying. I don't want to rush summer, and it might seem annoying, but this is now not that far away. This is amazing under your SPF during the day as a vitamin C alternative. Not replacement, but alternative. And I love it morning and night, and can absolutely be used morning and night. And honestly, again, because of the heat and humidity in New York, that might be enough. But let me answer a few questions, and then I might go to, I really actually feel like that might be enough. Anyway, I'm gonna go answer a few questions. Okay, let's see what we got here, The marketing BS for reals, absolutely, Lexi. Allie, I just did my nighttime routine. I love the after show, so good because I wear so much sunscreen. The after show just melts it down, it's so good. Matinee cream, so my jam, thank you, Lexi. I know I'm cool with the teases. I use moisture recovery. Matinee cream is my second cleanse. Lexi, it's hard to say because I don't want to say it can help with congestion, massaging the skin, but if you have an active irritated blemish, so something that's maybe more red or pink in certain skin tones or more inflamed to notice it in other skin tones, I wouldn't massage that. But if it's just more, blackheads or under the skin, really light congestion that's not too irritated, taking something like an oil cleanser and really trying to soften up that hardened oil can absolutely help. Removing it properly, but as you're doing it, really helping to soften it up. Something that I do in my facials, something that Narita Joy does in her facials is I was taught to extract and then to massage in school, and Narita was like, absolutely not. We want to massage the skin, soften up that hardened oil, that hardened wax, and then extract. So it's the same thing, not that you're extracting at home, but you're really helping to soften it up, making it easier to come up and out onto the surface of the skin or to have it reabsorb into the skin. I know JSS cloths are coming back. This is sort of really actually, I think the first time people are hearing about it. They are, I think, finishing manufacturing tomorrow, and then they are being sent to us, and we are hoping to have them also in time in October for our 10th anniversary. The microfiber with the after show, it truly is a true facial quality cleanse. You get a deep cleanse that is not stripped, that is not tight, that is not dry, that is not irritated, but there's no residue. It's so easy. And for somebody like me who's a mess with splashing the water around, I cannot wait to have the cloths back. Nada, yes, you're here. Facial cloths are back. Hydrate, Miss B, Hydrate serum is divine. My skin just drinks it up. I know, the other thing too is I'm borderline addicted to it. I almost put on a second layer just for, there's no need. Layer one was fine, but I'm feeling that way with it. The pump is good. I hope y'all like it. Francine, hello. I broke out from a sunscreen I use. Should I use the After Show Sensitive or the Matinee Cleanser? Does it make a difference? those two are absolutely your best bet for helping to, because again, the breakout is probably from irritation as opposed to, you know, like clogging. So I would say wouldn't really matter. You could, if you're doing a double cleanse, you could absolutely do after show sensitive and then follow with matinee cream. You could do a double cleanse with matinee cream. Maybe if you don't want to irritate the skin further and add, you know, washcloths in, etc., do matinee cream just because it's rinsable. But both are going to be your friend. It just sort of depends on where you are with that breakout / irritation. Yeah, so everything, not Hydrate facial serum should be, and I say should be because my God, there's always a manufacturing issue, should be before the 10th anniversary, the new formula of Hydrate facial serum. But it depends, we need to get through the current formula, so we'll see. Antioxidant treatment emulsion and the cloths, which obviously we're not waiting on something to move through stock, should be October, early October. Both things are early October. Wait, Lexi, I'm sorry, I need to show this because YouTube was like, hold this comment for review. And it's a comment of yours that says, oh, you teasing bastard. You know how I lust after the AOX. I love that that was held. I was nervous to click on it, but thank God it was that. Yes, okay. I know, I'm sorry, but what is crazy is I really don't want to rush summer, but to say that in under 3 months, it's going to be the beginning of October. And I know it's literally just under 3 months, but what? Anyway. Massage first is such a game changer. The adage movement is lubricant is mostly for sports and medicine, but turns out to also be true for skin. Absolutely. I'm excited, y'all excited for the cloths. Annie K, if I use a peptide serum cream after hyaluronic acid, can I eliminate that step if I use Hydrate facial serum, eliminate the peptide step? Not necessarily. It depends on what the peptide serum you're using is doing, etc. The peptide in the Hydrate facial serum is in there, and it's in there an okay amount, but it's not like the performance cream, which has a blend of 3 different peptides and a little bit more of an amount. So like for me, even if I was feeling oily, I would use Hydrate facial serum and performance cream, or even in the winter, I might use Hydrate facial serum, performance cream, and moisture recovery cream. Seems excessive, I know, but you could maybe alternate those two or layer those two depending on what the difference is. And exactly, possibly different peptides. And that's the thing is, I mean, peptides can help with redness in certain skin tones. They can help with fine lines and wrinkles. They can help with hydration. It's amazing. So, okay, wait. You should have saved it for DMs. Yes, exactly, Nikki. Lexi, do not save it for DMs. Okay, so now, y'all, now this is gonna be like a neurotic thing. I don't feel like I need moisturizer, but I'm going to because I'm here and like, I feel like, also the air conditioning is off right now because I'm doing this, so I actually take that back. The second I move into the bedroom, I will feel very good to have performance cream on. So performance cream, squalane, glycerin, green tea, chamomile, olive leaf, jojoba esters, a blend of 3 different peptides. This is a serum masquerading as a cream. So if you were dry and you feel like you need a little bit more, but you love this, you can use it as a serum. I use it as a serum in the late fall and winter. I go back to it being my moisturizer in spring and summer. It has a great satin finish. The sunflower seed wax, which is part of the emulsifying system, gives this great protective layer on the skin, which keeps the skin from being dewy or glowy and or mattified, both of which I feel like leave an oily combination skin feeling like, oh, I'm too oily, I'm too shiny looking, and or I was mattified for an hour, then I had a bounce back effect. This, I feel like, just gives this great protective satin finish, which I love. Um, so tonight was soothing. Tonight was a mix of my normal active rest hydration routine paired with a little bit more nourishment and a little bit more soothing than I normally would. So, just one cleanse, not a double cleanse. I didn't have makeup on, I didn't have bronzer on, I only had one layer of SPF on. I still usually would do a double cleanse, but because I've been a little bit irritated from my upping of retinol, I went in with Aftershow Sensitive and removed it with a warm, wet microfiber cloth. Less irritation, lifting the formula up, not rinsing and splashing my skin a ton, and not cleansing my skin twice, but leaving it feeling nice and comfortable. Then followed up with Hydrate Facial Serum, fragrance-free, plumping, hydrating, helping to soothe face and eye for that. Then went in with a double serum step today, and this is maybe where it would get a little different, where I would usually maybe just do Performance Eye Gel and then Performance Cream. Instead, I went in with Antioxidant Treatment Emulsion, which is going to be a great vitamin C alternative. Something that's great for barrier support, something that's a great antioxidant, something that's great at helping even skin tone, something that's also great for sensitivities, which is why I applied that also face and eye area. Then I went in with my summertime cream, which is my performance cream, also fragrance free. All of this stuff is fragrance free. Trio of peptides, green tea, olive leaf, chamomile, glycerin, jojoba esters, a lovely satin finish, face and eye. So I skipped the eye because I had the double serum and the moisturizer that went face, neck, and eye. No retinols tonight, no Mandelic exfoliating mask tonight, not overly nourishing with moisture recovery, even though God knows I love my moisture recovery cream, but it was whatever, 91 again in New York today. The humidity was 85%. It felt like 104 outside. I know a lot of us are in the same boat. I am somebody that's combo sensitive, can lean combo oily in the summer months. So layering like this, Hydrate, Antioxidant Treatment Emulsion, Performance Cream after Gentle Cleanse is much more bang for my buck of leaving my skin feeling hydrated and bouncy and calm, not flaky, not irritated, but also not overly nourished. So I don't feel like I'm gonna wake up with any excess congestion, any tight spots, any dryness. I should wake up fairly comfortable, depending on how much we turn the air conditioner up overnight. Okay, wait, let me get back to some of these questions. Brody Johnson, I've never used performance cream in terms of weight. What does it compare to? Oh God. See, some of these questions, it's an excellent question, excellent question. But in terms of weight, because when you first, this is not gonna, I'm trying to do a little bit so I can try to play around with it on camera for you. I know that shows you shit. But much later than performance cream. So you can already, performance cream, then moisture recovery cream. So you can already see if I had moisture recovery cream here, which I don't unfortunately, it would be a thicker, richer, denser, butterier, is that a thing? Butterier, more buttery. Here, where this, as you can already see, is wetter. Some people do use the term gel cream. I think this has more cream than gel though. I wouldn't want to say gel cream, as I think we're working on gel cream, but also as I think people's expectations would be a little bit shot down if they got this and they were like, I thought this was supposed to be a gel cream and this really seems like a creamy light lotion. And even in some instances, it might seem more than that. And when you rub it in, it feels nice and silky and smooth, but then it sort of absorbs in and just gives you this really light protective layer. It's super buildable. It is when somebody says, I want a cream that's going to provide great antioxidant benefits, offer me peptides, not be super active on my skin, but also not overnourish my oily, breakout prone, congestion prone skin, without a doubt, without question, performance cream is it. It can be a serum step, It can be a buildable moisturizer. It can be a one-layer moisturizer. Like I said, some people describe it as a gel cream. I would not describe it as that. I also wouldn't describe it strictly as a lotion, maybe a cream lotion, to be fair. But as you saw, it's much wetter than the butteriness of Moisture Recovery Cream. Annie K, thank you. I'm extra, so excessive is good. Love it. Performance cream mixed with Hydrate is perfect summer gel cream serum step, and because I'm a human husk, of course, moisture recovery on top. And yes, exactly, if you combine performance cream with Hydrate facial serum, you do start to get that gel cream texture, but that's combining a gel serum with that lotion cream. Lexi, it's a great question. I know it's a great question. I hope I answered it. Channing, the double serum game is deep and for real. Absolutely. The yummiest ingredients. Okay, we got that. Father Papa is a jojoba oil good for, jojoba oil is great for skin. You can absolutely use it as an ingredient by itself. I wouldn't necessarily, because I feel like you can, I mean, you can certainly have it as a step like that. Like I could finish my routine right now with a really light layer of jojoba oil, but it's great. The fatty acid content on it is great. It's very similar to our own sebum content. A lot of skins get on with it. Yeah, I think it's a beautiful oil. Oh, look, Alexi, you're already on it. Nikki, you too. I'm really struggling to think of a comparison for performance cream. It's a little lighter than like DE Protini, but not as fluid as Stratia Liquid Gold. And the finish is more skin-like than both. Yes, exactly. That's, I know. I feel like, I hope I did an okay job of describing it, but in terms of comparison, I really am. If you're familiar with Kate Somerville Nourish, which has been discontinued for years now, it's like a step up from that, but like close. Oh, Lexi, okay, Lexi's on. We're all on the same. Love it, team, love it, team. Oh, texture reminds me of deep tissue repair, but deep tissue repair doesn't leave that protective finish. Oh, it sounds pretty unique. I'll have to give it a go at some point. Well, thank you. Nikki, enjoy, have a good dinner. Thank you, Lexi. No, that was an excellent question. I love questions like that where I maybe should have already been coming up with something for it, but yeah, it's tricky. So a lot of times our chemists will ask for a benchmark in terms of texture. So I will like supply, this is what I want in my head, this is what I want. This is the finish I want. This is the result I want. And maybe I'm thinking of a texture like this, and then they will ask for a benchmark for the texture. The performance cream actually did not have a benchmark, and if you remember when it launched in 2017, it was way more, that I would have absolutely said lotiony. We tweaked it a bit to make it easier to come out of the tube, to make it easier to use, to get more bang for your buck with it. And we changed it, I think like 2 years later, maybe 3 years later, 2019, 2020. And that is obviously the current formula. And now it's more that lotiony cream. Francine, is the soothing oil coming back? The soothing oil we are working on, which I almost brought that today. We are working on something that is going to be the soothing oil replacement. And it's basically taking a fragrance-free facial oil to help soothe the skin on a whole nother level. And that was what I wanted to do. Soothing facial oil wasn't one of our best sellers. And so we want to find a manufacturer that will work within a smaller minimum for that product so we can have it. But then again, I was like, well, let's make it better. And it just so happened that there was an ingredient supplier day in New York City around the time that we started thinking about this. And we found a great ingredient that I'm very excited with, and we've already been playing with it for a little over a month. So yes, that's something like that will be coming back, but probably not until 2024. It's currently 2023, correct? I'm seriously asking that. I'm so lost in the years. Hi Michelle, sorry, joined late. Which moisturizer for oily combination skin? The Performance Cream. Such a beautiful satin finish, even with the air conditioning off right now, just so we don't have the noise, not on purpose. My skin feels super comfortable with it on. Channing, new antioxidant serum, as long as there's no, I don't even want to say it, we are looking to be launching that in October. So we will soon. Anyway, alrighty. So yes, I don't think I said this in the beginning, but everything on our site currently is 20% off besides gift cards, obviously, besides already discounted bundles, obviously, and our one limited edition product, which is the large size of the Moisture Recovery Cream, which already has a crazy savings as well. Everything else, every product in any size except for the large Moisture Recovery Cream is 20% off. Free shipping over $26 domestically, and then every other country we ship to internationally has a different threshold. We ship crazy fast internationally. People in the UK get their orders within like 2 days, 3 days. And most countries have the ability to deal with all customs and taxes and duties at checkout. You're guaranteed not to pay anything on its arrival unless it says you can't pay X, Y, and Z, you owe this on delivery, but you will know the exact amount you owe. That's the way we're able to get it there. Speedy, lickety split. That goes through, we extended it, it goes through next Wednesday, July 12th, I believe. I'll be doing another live on Instagram on Tuesday, talking more about that and more about the products and the ingredients, etc. I'll be saving this, of course. Yes, perfect. Okay, yes, I'm making sure I'm getting all the last questions. Thank you, Lexi. And yes, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me anywhere. Now Threads, Instagram, even Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, the emails on the website. But thank you all so much for being here on a Saturday night. I appreciate you doing my nighttime routine with me. I will be saving this. And until next time, which will be Tuesday on Instagram. Love y'all. Thank you for being here.